Hello, you wonderful Redmen Plus subscriber. Just want to let you know that all 3 episodes of Hendo 10 Years of Red, our exclusive podcast series, are out now, as well as our bonus content featuring the likes of Jurgen Klopp, Sir Kenny Dalglish, Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher. Like I say, all 3 episodes are streaming now, and all of those interviews, they are all out in podcast form. Go and check them out. I hope you enjoyed this show. Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Starting 11 prediction show for the start of the Premier League season. It's Fulham, it's Liverpool, it's Craven Cottage, it's 12:30, it's Saturday. We are all very excited. I'm about to guess what team I think Jurgen Klopp is going to pick. If you're watching along now on Twitter, come and join us over on the YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, do use the comment section below. Get involved, let me know what you think I'm doing right, what you think I'm doing wrong, all that good stuff. Please do let me know. Right then, let's crack on. I'll be honest, we're filming this the day before the press conference, Jurgen's press conferences, so some of these I'm a little bit unsure about fitness-wise, but I'm going to take a stab in the dark, and if I'm wrong, I've just already given myself a massive out, so you can't criticise me too much, hopefully, but I'm sure some of you will anyway, right? It looks like Alisson's in training, going to go back in goal, get the big goalie back in. That's exactly what we want, isn't it? He hasn't played pretty much all pre-season. He didn't obviously play in the Community Shield final. Adrian's been the deputy with Kelleher obviously still out, but Alisson's back in training. It looks like they've just been extra cautious with him with this little abdominal injury that he had. But yeah, I'm expecting Ali in goal. Nothing there. Left back then, we've got Andy Robbo. Let me move out of something there. Andy Robbo at left back again. No massive shocks there. Virgil van Dijk again. No massive shocks. Virgil's going to play. There was maybe a bit of a discussion about who's going to be a centre-back. I think Ibu's had this knee issue and he's being assessed. We'll see how it was. But truth be told, I think he still would have went with Joel Matip anyway. So Joel partners Virgil at the back. And let's move them there nice and neat, hopefully. And then, yeah, the wonder boy, Trent Alexander-Arnold, back 4. So essentially, I still think that's Liverpool's best back 5. I know some people are big Ibu Konate fans. I am as well. I think he's brilliant. But for me, it's still the Joel Matip show. And Robbo, Van Dijk, Matip and Trent Alexander-Arnold make up my back 4. In front of them, then the man who got absolutely rinsed, bless him. I've been there, Big Fab. I've been there. I'm the butt of all the ball jokes on Twitter and here in the office as well. I feel for you, but yeah, on the pass the phone video, Fabio Carvalho took some liberties with Fabinho. Bless him. But yeah, Fab holding things together at the defensive midfield position. Liverpool's number 6, one of the greatest defensive midfielders, if not the greatest defensive midfielder in Europe. So yeah, he's in for me. I've got Thiago on the left of the midfield 3, and I've got the captain Jordan Henderson on the right of the midfield 3. So yeah, essentially the same starting back 4 and midfield that started the Community Shield. I am very much aware, by the way, of the comments. Yes, that is the last season's kit. Liverpool only just did their media day about a day or 2 ago, so we haven't had the pictures yet in the new kit in terms of the profile. So if you're wondering, you're watching along thinking, why are they in that kit? There you go. Blame Liverpool. They literally only did the media the other day, as we all saw with that pass the phone video over on the socials. Right then, who's up front? Who's playing in attack for the Reds in this one? I am going to go, let's stand over here. Got Luis Diaz on the left. I've got Mohamed Salah on the right. I think he's going to start again with Roberto Firmino. So essentially, the same 11 that played in the Community Shield final. Let's straighten that one up a little bit. Except obviously in goal, I've gone back to Alisson from Adrian. There's a huge case for Darwin Núñez to start, and I wouldn't be shocked if he did. But I've got a feeling Jurgen might do exactly what he did in that Community Shield final, is that get Roberto Firmino on early, let him run them ragged a little bit, and while Núñez is still adapting and things, get him on for half an hour, 40 minutes or whatever it turns out to be a bit of a battering ram against hopefully a Fulham side that's already been ran ragged around Craven Cottage. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I think it's a good plan. I'm all for Darwin Núñez starting, and if he does start, the argument obviously is, newly promoted side, Premier League, get off and running, go and get yourself a goal. But he's still more than capable of doing that off the bench. We saw the impact he had against Manchester City, who are, obviously much better than Fulham. If he can come on and have a similar impact at the Craven Cottage, I think that's absolutely fine. So yeah, that's my 11, and I'm just going to the comments there. So Nickett says he thinks Darwin starts, but Rachel disagrees, Bobby to start. So yeah, yeah, let's see. You guys can't even decide in the comments. I I think it's going to be Firmino. I'm actually quite confident with that one. I wouldn't mind if it's Nunes. Like I say, fair enough if that's where he goes. I'll be made up. But I've got a feeling Jurgen's going to stick with Roberto Firmino. Let's have a little look through my subs bench then. And I'll caveat the last two with the fact that, again, I'm waiting for injury updates from Jurgen. Adrian is the sub goalie because we know Kevin Kelleher is going to be out for a while with the issue he picked up. Albeit, I know the Ireland manager disagreed with Jurgen's comments. But it looks like, yeah, well, either way, he's come back and he's injured, so he's not playing. There's Joe Gomez as right back / centre back cover. James Milner as literally anywhere on the pitch cover. In fact, I'll best give them a little overlap there. We've got Harvey Elliott, Naby Keita, the new boy, Darwin Núñez, Fabio Carvalho, the other new boy, again, two former Fulham players there in Carvalho and Harvey on the bench. Now, I've got Ibu and Costas on my lineup for now. We don't know exactly what's happening. As far as I'm aware, they might not have been in training today. I don't know. But I'm going to stick them on there for now. Again, big caveat on those two. If they're not available, I'm guessing there'll be a couple of young players. Nat Phillips is still knocking about as well. But yeah, so they are the huge caveats. If either of those two aren't available and fit, which again, it's looking like it might be a case, then just take them two out and we'll find it'll probably be two younger players. You might even see someone, maybe a bit Bajcetic, get on the bench. I don't know really. See what Kate Gordon's up to, I don't really know, but we'll see how we play with Ibu and Costas. I know Liverpool in terms of centre-halves at the moment, backup centre-halves, it is really, if Konate's out and Phillips, who apparently didn't train today from what I'm hearing as well, there's a little bit of a lack on it. It might be Sepp Vandenberg gets on the bench, for example, but yeah, so basically, bear with me on that one. I'm just having a little guess. If they're not fit, sound, get Sepp on there and we'll figure out who else. Maybe Bajcetic. I don't really know. Right then, yeah, I'm going to go down to the comments. Yeah. So MC says, Steve, any arguments for Carvalho or Elliott to start over Henderson? Do I really want to get into a Jordan Henderson debate on the internet again? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Bring it on. I think there's certainly an argument for either of those if you want to go more attacking at Fulham straight from the off. For me, I would start with Henderson and then how the game is going dictates what your sub moves are there, really. If you want to be more attacking, again, you've got an Elliott, a Carvalho. I mean, you haven't even mentioned Naby in that mix as well, one of those that he comes in. So I get it. You know, I'm always a fan of narratives. I'm a big narratives person. And getting an old Fulham player on the pitch against Fulham makes sense to me. But with the 5 subs rule, there's a chance they both get on at some point anyway. You know, the first time in the Premier League properly since obviously the post-COVID era where the 5 subs is now a thing straight from the off. So I imagine you might see a little bit of both of them anyway. I spoke to Sammy from the Fulhamish pod earlier today on the opposition preview. That's streaming right now on Redmen Plus as a video or podcast, and he glowingly talked about how good Fabio Carvalho is. And how much an impact he made at Fulham, how much Fulham are going to miss him this season. So there's a chance, you know, if you believe in all the good stuff, the narratives, then yeah, I'll be shocked if he doesn't get on, quite frankly, mate, but I don't think it's the start. Yeah, we've got a few people mentioning about the Konate thing. Yeah, if he's out, and I understand that, I just don't know for a fact yet. It looks like he probably is with the knee thing he picked up. If he is, take them down, we'll put Sepp in. It's absolutely fine. Who else have we got up here? Chris says, I think our problem last season was taking the early games in the season too easy. Well, we won the first games, I think, didn't we? It was a little bit later on when we had those draws, the Brentford one, yeah, and the Brighton one. I don't think Liverpool are underestimating Fulham at any point, don't get me wrong. I think Liverpool know, go and start the season very, very quickly. I've said it before on a few different places, I'm going to say it again. It's a marathon that's going to be run at a sprinter's pace. This is relentless. It's absolutely relentless. It's just, Manchester City are so good. Liverpool are so good. It's just like, from day one, everything counts. You know, it can't be one of those, like, you know, get to October, see where we are, and we'll mount a challenge. Or, you know, Alex Ferguson's Man United side will be like, you know, just put yourself in position around January, February, and then go and storm it and win the league. If you're not in there by then, you're out of it. You know, Liverpool, at one point, I know it was a fake gap, but when all the games were balanced out and Liverpool were essentially 8 points behind Manchester City at one point, we give it everything we could, and we still couldn't claw that back. That it was just too big a gap. So I kind of get your point, Chris. I don't think Liverpool take it easy. I just think they played badly in those games, and maybe there's a few extenuating circumstances. But you're right, Liverpool can't afford. I know it's the first game, but such is the pace and what's going to happen in this league. If you want to win the league, you probably need to go to Fulham and win straight away. It's crazy to say on the first game of the season, but whenever Manchester City go to Fulham, they're probably going to win. So we need to at least match that. Yeah, it's mad. It's just like, it is going to be absolutely chaotic. Just pedal to the metal every single time, I agree. Simon says, they agree with you. Nunes on around 60 minutes, Carvalho around on 70, but if Jürgen starts them, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling, Si, is that I'm fitness-wise, I don't even know where Darwin Nunes is. He ready to do 90? I don't know. I think it's a good one to get Bobby on there, linking things up, you know, playing the Liverpoolish way, and then all of a sudden, bang, here's something different for Fulham to talk about. Like I mentioned before, speaking to Sammy, one of the issues that the Fulham fans seem to have is centre-half. They're not thrilled with their centre-half options. So if Liverpool can, you know, run them ragged with Bobby and then send on the hammer, the big fella, I think it might work out well. Yeah, Naby's ill, is that right? Yeah, Naby was missing the last game ill, so again, question mark about him on the bench, yeah. We'll see how that one plans out. Left couple of predictions. Samantha's going for a 2-0 with the team as well. Yeah, and asking for my score prediction. I'm on the watch along this weekend with Paul. I'm confident. Actually, I think Mo Salah, let's put him here, he always scores on the opening day, doesn't he? That's pretty much that's what he's done since he got here. Wouldn't be shocked if he did it again, to be honest. He was by far, for me, well, I say by far, no, because that's disrespectful to Thiago. Salah was one of the best players on the pitch at the weekend. I gave him man of the match. He was brilliant. If he plays like that against Fulham, like he did against Manchester City, he'll score goals and they won't stop him. We'll win. If Mo Salah plays as well as he played the other day, no doubt in my mind Liverpool will win, because with all due respect to Fulham, they're not Man City, they're not Cancelo, they're not Ake, they're not Diaz, they're not, you know, Rodri, and City couldn't get near him. If Salah does that to Fulham, I'm confident we will win. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm confident going into the game. In terms of prediction, I expect Liverpool to score at least 3 goals, maybe a 3-0, maybe a 3-1, something like that. But yeah, do you think we have any pre-planned subs, says Jonathan? I think Jürgen does, actually. I think he pre-plans a lot of his subs, but obviously that can change within a game, you know, injuries. I think the 5 subs rule allows you to probably have more pre-planned subs, you know, or an injury in the first half all of a sudden doesn't derail the fact that you oh, well, he's out, so that means you can't do that. For example, Firmino and Nunes, at some point, whoever starts, there will be a sub that they replace each other. So if Bobby starts, Nunes is coming on. If Nunes starts, we will definitely see Bobby come on for him. I'm certain he'll want to get Carvalho on the pitch. I'm certain he'll want to get Elliott on the pitch. And then the one he doesn't plan is James Milner. I think he plans to have James Milner on the pitch at the end. He just doesn't know when and what type of role he's getting him in for. Is it a G up the lads one? Is it a go and kick people one? Is it a solidify one? I don't know, but I'm certainly he does. I think he does pre-plan subs, but obviously there's got to be a bit of tactical flexibility there. Yeah, please take Tsimikas and Konate out because they're injured and replace them with Van der Beek and Bacchetic, says Tudor. That's exactly what I said. Thank you very much for repeating it. If they are definitely out, let's get them off there, and I will get Van der Beek and Bacchetic on the board if that is the case. I'll take them off just for you, but yeah, I'm with you. I was more out of hope than expectation if they're not going to be ready. But yeah, I do agree that will be what we do if it is the case. In Liverpool, actually, there's a lot of injuries. I was going through the options earlier. We've got Kelleher, definitely. Curtis, definitely. Ox, definitely as well. You know, Calvin Ramsey, we've had as well. Now maybe Costas, maybe Konate. They're already racking up and we haven't even kicked the ball yet. So yeah, it's not great news. You know, Liverpool like to rotate where they can, but maybe they're out of options. I'm with you. But yeah, let me put them back on for now. But yeah, I agree with you, mate. It probably will be Van den Beek and it probably will be Bacchetic if those two can't get it out. Final, if Salah plays bad, we'll still probably win anyway. So because yeah, it's probably fair enough. Yeah, there you go. Then that is my 11. Well, the 11 that I think Jürgen's going to pick for this game. We've got Ali, Robbo, Virgil, Joel, and Trent. Let's move across. We've got Fab, Thiago, and Jordan Henderson. Diaz, Bobby, and Salah. And like I say, the bench is there for you all to see. Adrian Gomez, Millie, Elliott, Naby. We've got Nunes, Carvalho, and like I say, the Konate Simicast thing we'll wait on. If they can't play, I'm going to go for Vandenberg and I'm going to go for Bajcetic as well. Right then, there you go. Thank you so much for joining me for the Start 11 Prediction Show. Yeah, the season starts this Saturday. Liverpool are back in action. Paul and I will be live in the studio. We'll go live at about 11:15 a.m, roughly around that time for the Team News reaction show. Then an hour later, about 12:15 p.m, we'll be live for the watch along. So yeah, tune in to us, get the game on your TV, press mute, sync up with us, and you'll get our completely 100% biased commentary for that game. After the game as well, we've got the play rating show, the fan reaction show, and then streaming on Redmen Plus will be the instant match reaction. Speaking of Redmen Plus, like I say, never been a better time to get involved. The season is literally here. If you need more Liverpool goodness in your lives, whether it's in video or in podcast forms, do come on over. Like I say, from as little as £5 a month, you get, I reckon it's at least over 30 hours, roughly maybe, content extra a month, something like that. You get tons and tons of extra stuff. Never been a better time to come and join us. I promise you will enjoy it. So thanks everyone who's been in the live chat. Thank you every single one of you who watch the show. Like I say, if you're not watching live, let me know in the comments section below what differences you might think there might be to the team. And I will catch you all on Saturday for the watch along. See you in a bit.
Get closer to Liverpool Football Club and the amazing city of Liverpool with Redmen Plus. More content for your eyes and ears, documentaries, extra bonus Redmen shows, podcast features, interviews. Get close to the culture of Liverpool Football Club on Redmen Plus.